What's going down, Ubisoft fans? And today, Bloodline hits live for as far as what is coming across the shore with Watchdog Legions. If you're newer to the network, you can definitely see I'm not Adrian Pierce. My name's Mac, and I'm at the MacGyver 7th channel. And if you're brand new, slam that subscription bell, in company with the notification, and you'll be getting all the gaming news that rolls across my channel. For returning community members, what's going down? This is very exciting to see what's up. There's a huge patch note we'll be going through and going over the highlighted points of what is actually changed. So, let's go ahead and roll into it, shall we? 5.0 goes live, as we can see that there's a huge thread that's accompanied with that, and like I mentioned, tons of global fixes. But there are some great situations that are expanding the story with Adrian and his routine as he helps his nephew Jackson. And that's what's going to follow a raid of a high technological lab. So get ready for this. This is going to be a great venture for most people that have been waiting for this to roll out inside of the roadmap. Now, one of the other portions that it came down to the gameplay was the UI toggle. Now you can actually utilize this for your masks and have it in auto behavior where it turns off and on during restricted areas and combat. You can have it on all the time and off all the time, depending on where you want to play with that. For as far as the improved operative bios, they have dynamics in the primary lines now. Operatives inside of the primary bio lines now dynamically display the important recent memories, and adds over 15 operative memories that trigger inside of the systematic ways, not mission related. On top of that, the fixed an issue that caused the low priority memories to be displayed too frequently. Moving on to the online issues that came down to Albon and the co-op mission for as far as defeating Albon in that co-op mission that was not really working well. As you can see, the global fixes go anywhere from connecting to Ubisoft to like issues with hoodies to cooperative portion on drones. The list is very decadent, and I encourage you to look through this to see if you were afflicted by this. I didn't expect them to tether such a big update for as far as what I thought was just going to be a roadmap stamp, because Ubisoft's really good about just saying, hey guys and gals, we're just going to give you something new, but we're not going to fix it, and yeah, well, now there's new issues. But today they kind of mopped up a little. Not too bad. So definitely, if you're seeing that, like maybe like your hair on a female character was disappearing from afar, you know, these are the things that got fixed inside of this. Past like some really cool stuff with the Albon related missions. I mean, there's just like tons of fixes inside of here, so you should be excited. But I will lean to the community to see exactly what you guys and gals are seeing for the fixes. Are you still following through the docs? You know, is this a reoccurring issue on what system? You know, like who knows? It could be down to the lighting issue inside of mind games. Like I mentioned, in spider bots, there's tons and tons of spider bots always. But let's go ahead and look at the specific portions. Besides the global fixes that I feel like all of us have been feeling inside of the situation, what is the normal for like PC? There's some very cool stuff for as far as the news feed that they will be getting for as far as the connection. The Mina, which is going to have the text to appear when they cut off in certain locations. So, I mean, there's a lot of portions for the Spider-Bot arena to grow for as far as the binding not working. And again, these are a lot of specific fixes that are going to be rolling for the PC. So definitely get excited to see if you're a PC player. Leave your commentary down below, because you got the bigger fix besides the global fixes that accompanied everyone on the systems. Stadia got a decent comparison to like the Xbox, as you can see, where the background music's got like a little bit fixed, on top of where they had some vehicles inside of the weapons for the holster not working properly. The Viva la Resistance in the community servers off the record and supply and demand, and the achievements now appear properly. And on top of that, for as far as the female menu narrator to be a little louder so you can be heard. So on top of that, for as far as the Xbox, it fixed some of the portions for the boring broshi, and like that was something that was a recurring inside of the global. Again, I would definitely say you can read it, but there's a lot of redundant stuff that I feel like Ubisoft could sum up and make it a little bit more cleaner for a read, and for people to digest exactly what are the highlighted points of what they fixed. Like just like, oh yeah, so some of the clothing were fixed and this was grouped under this, 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 and this. So much easier. But I'm not working for them, nor do I really want to. They seem a little scattered. Moving on past that situation, and I'm not trying to judge their business, I'm just trying to say for a format, I feel like it could be a little bit more digestible as a viewer and as a content creator. supplying that for people to catch out and see what's going down. For the Xbox Series X and S, you can see that the issues that are preventing players from completing the Pierce Resistance Trophy, as you can see, that made for the single player and online mode list, for the incorrect network to appear after signing out while being inside the online mode, and fixed issues for the online when onboarding missions could be skipped under certain circumstances. The issues for as far as cause they dig up the past and the missions that not complete successful even through all necessary steps were completed. Xbox One comes down to a situation where they get the specific fix for the AR medical shield and the portion of the first responders inside of the graphics and the corruption that was happening on top of that for the character's face, and fixing the paint me like one of your and the achievement not properly unlocking inside of the single player and or online. Now, PlayStation 4 is absent in this list, but maybe not compared to like the global fixes that maybe just grouped themselves into that fix. But PlayStation 5 did make the list for as far as issues causing players in the operative icons to blank when profiled by another player on the online co-op session. So everyone, at this point in time, we have come down to the very end of the patch note. Tons of stuff. One of the bigger highlights that I think a lot of people are excited about is getting out there with the 2 legendary characters, as we actually have some cool reoccurring portions that are coming back to us with Adrian Pierce and, oh my gosh, man, Wrench coming up, like for as far as what we can actually be able to enjoy inside of this storyline as it grows linearly with the past, present, and where they'll take it in the future. So if you're newer to the network, you can always subscribe. It's absolutely free, helps me out as a creator, and if you do today, who knows, maybe Ubisoft will clean up their patch notes and it'll be a hell of a lot easier and we can do this in, like, you know, under 7 minutes. That'd be kind of cool. But check out some videos up above. There's definitely some cool stuff that YouTube will definitely suggest for as far as what you thinks it thinks that you should watch, and then there's a video that I think you should watch too. You should leave a comment down below to see exactly what you feel about the future expansion on where Ubisoft can take the roadmap past what they've already gotten. I have covered for as far as where they're going to be going, and this was the more, I like to think, fan anticipation for most people that have been having this game inside of their game archive for the longest time. So are you excited about this? Are you playing it today? You should be. Leave a comment down below on how you feel about that, and I'll see you guys and gals in the near future. Stay safe, stay classy, and I will see you there.